We're currently heading from Kununurra to Broome, up into Kimberley. And we're going to talk about social media, haters, good comments, bad comments, and how they affect us as YouTubers and content creators. Woo. Welcome back to Road Chat. We have passed the 8 kilometres of roadworks on my 1,000 kilometre drive to Broome. So it's not too bad. Whatever percentage of road that is that's being worked on. Didn't actually take that long. Anyway, we're talking about keyboard warriors, haters, good comments, bad comments, and just the social media platforms like YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Let's get stuck into, do content creators and YouTubers, do we read all of our comments, even the bigger channels? Yes, we do. And I can guarantee you that most people with a 1 million plus subscriber base, they will read most of those comments. Of course, if there's 4,000 comments, they're not, but they're definitely going to read the top ones. On my channel, I do read most of the comments. And yeah, so if you comment, it will be seen. Now, I want to get into, do negative comments affect us as content creators? I'll have to say definitely yes. Now, for me, it used to affect me, and then I got used to it. Like, you thicken your skin. And if you're looking at starting a channel, if you already have a channel, then you need to expect to get harsh comments, nasty shit, just foul shit said to you. And that's just the nature of keyboard warriors. These people, they sit at home, they sit behind their keyboard, sit behind their screen, and they have an alias, most of them, and they will just go on trolling, troll the internet. They'll just say random shit to get a bite out of you, to piss you off, to put you down, to make you feel shit. So some of these people, I think they're just tapped in the head. Now, some people just get off on that stuff, and some people are probably sitting hiding behind their keyboard, having a bit of a jerk while they're just baiting people to bite back so they can make them feel shit. Those people you need to just completely ignore. That's what I do. So haters and trolls, if they keep on going on and on and on, I just delete them. I just ban them from my channel. If you have a channel, it's your channel. You can do what you want. So if there are comments there that you don't like, just delete it. I'll leave. Look, if people are attacking me or whatever, I still leave most of them on. I don't really care. It used to bother me. It doesn't really anymore. But if it's something really, like foul language that I've used, or in the context of it's just not a nice thing, I don't really want kids and other people reading that kind of stuff in the comments. So I will delete it. And if someone is personally attacking someone else that's on my video, say I've collaborated with someone, or say one of the boys, Torbs, is in a video, or Harry, or whoever, you know what I mean. Another person on my channel, if someone attacks them personally with a comment, like a shit comment saying something bad, I will delete that. But not necessarily all the ones that are directed at me, because I don't really care. So the reason why I'm bringing this subject up is because I have had contact from other YouTubers too, and I won't mention their names, but one of them is, well, actually both of them are quite big. They're very big channels. It was an interesting question, and I didn't really think about it. I thought that most people had their own way of dealing with it, but it just turns out that these two guys didn't quite know how to deal with some of the comments, and I just walked them through how I deal with it, and it really helped them out as well. And kind of just explaining to them as well that you're always going to get people who are just general dickheads. They're just going to say it anyway. Like, it doesn't matter what you do. The thing is, when you make content and you stuff something up, you will know about it because people will comment. And the bigger your channel is, the more people will bring that up. And it's quite interesting because you get people that are far left and you get ones that are far right. So you get like ones that are just over the top with, you know, like conservation and nature and stuff. Like if you drive over a weed or something, they'll crack the shits, to people that, you know, you shouldn't be driving your diesel vehicles, your carbon footprint, you know what, who gives a shit. And then you got the other spectrum, where you got like just rednecky comments and racist shit and stuff like that. So when you're on the internet, you are going to cop, you're going to see everything, basically. It's a place where everyone has an opinion, everyone can say their comment, everyone can say their 2 cents or their 5 cents, or they can say their piece, basically. And a lot of them should probably just shut the up because they're just tapped in the head. Now, there should be like a normal meter. So you got your far left, they can just off. You got your far right, they can also just off. You need something somewhere in the middle, like us normal people, where we are. You know, where you can reason about things, you know. We're all human, we all make mistakes, but some people are just, yeah. Anyway, let's not go on about it. Wow, this kind of turned into a bit of a rant, hasn't it? Well, let's talk about the positive side of things, right? We'll talk about the positive side of comments. So when people say to other content creators, mate, that was a great video because of this, this, and this, that goes a long way to help us because you are giving us feedback on what you liked and you said you liked it. So 2 things happen. One, you're kind of helping us figure out, okay, so people like to see this kind of stuff for this reason and they like to see it this way. And the other positive way for us, it makes us feel good about ourselves. We have spent our time making this content for you guys, and if it's someone like me, it's for free. You guys get this content for free and you appreciate it and you tell us why. It's great. It's like getting a pat on the back reading those comments. And it goes a long way to encourage your content creator to make more content and to steer them to, you know, help them improve what they're doing. Now, constructive criticism is not a bad comment. It's not an ugly comment. It is not a shit comment. Constructive criticism is just as important as the good feedback comments, because it tells us what you liked and what you didn't like about the video. So, you know, look, I'm not saying all constructive criticism is good, because a lot of people maybe don't understand why you've done something a certain way. And if that's the case, then maybe you need to reply to them and explain, hey, this is why we didn't do it this way, we did it this way. So just letting you guys know, feedback and constructive criticism is welcome on just everything. It helps us refine and make better content and work out what you guys like to watch, basically. Some YouTubers, some content creators cannot handle constructive criticism, and that is just a personality thing. It's just, there are some people that just can't handle someone criticizing something that they've done, even though they're trying to give them constructive feedback. And it's, from my experience with dealing with a lot of different people, it's just a personality thing. Some people just can't handle constructive criticism. For instance, I towed a particular trailer on a particular trip at a particular time for a particular company, and I gave that particular person some constructive feedback before I even released a particular video, and I just got shut off. Everything that person had an excuse for, and I was like, well, I'm trying to give this guy constructive criticism and he just can't handle the shit. It's just, He had an excuse for every single thing. Everything he had an excuse for. So I would love to get into that as a story later on, because that is a whole story on. That's a whole road chat on its own. But anyway, we'll move on. I think some people know what I'm talking about, but we shall carry on with this subject. Now let's get onto the platforms. Okay, let's start with Instagram. Instagram is awesome. Usually 99% positivity. If people like something, and they really like it, they'll comment, and you know, you get your feedback there. All good, all sweet. People just go in, they'll look at a video or a, you know, little clip you've done, or they'll look at a photo, and then, you know, they don't comment that much. They don't write a big story or something when they in your comments. It's just like, hey man, yeah, really good photo. Oh, awesome. Where's this place? Where's that place? You know, just general little chit chat stuff, and people can appreciate your photos and whatnot. Let's go to YouTube. YouTube is good, but it does have its bad side, and that is, you know, the thumbs down. I don't quite understand. Now that is an old feature that you used to judge videos by. Then they had the star rating, but they still kept the thumbs up and down. And nowadays, the star rating's gone, and you still got your thumbs up and down thing. And some people just thumbs down things for no reason, I guess. And the thing I don't get is, if people are coming in to watch a YouTube video and they get like 15 minutes into it, and then they say, oh, this is shit because of this and this, and oh, I had 22 minutes and this, blah, 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 shit video, whatever. It's like, why the fuck did they stay and watch that video for that long if it is that shit? If I find something I don't like on YouTube, I just go to the next video. I'll confess, I've hit the dislike button twice early days of YouTube. Ever since then, I've always been thumbs up if I like something. If I don't like it, I just leave. I don't feel it necessary to put a thumbs down. You know, sometimes it could be a video that doesn't appeal to me. It's like, what's this doing in my feed? Anyway, move on. What's the point of thumb downing a video that someone else has created just because you don't like it? Just move on. Who gives a shit? Move on. Some people feel they need to comment, and that is hilarious. Sometimes you get like these long rant comments in YouTube, and they're picking on all these things. It's hilarious. It's quite hilarious. I don't read all the way through all of those, but I'll read some of it. And if I find it funny, or if I find it, you know, a bit constructive, I'll read it. But if I find it's just downright stupid, someone just having a big rant, someone having a shit day, I'm not going to bother reading it. It's just, I've got better things to do, like creating more content, or replying to other comments, you know. Some of the, actually, I've got something here. For those who complain when I make a spelling mistake on my videos, which happens probably once per 20-minute video. I wouldn't say, look, it's often as far as video goes, but it's only usually once or twice in a video if it happens. And that's because I'm doing everything. I'm editing, I'm filming, I'm doing everything currently. And some of that might be about to change. I'm trying to delegate a bit of stuff. But nonetheless, when I make a spelling mistake, people get on there and they go, oh, 2 minutes and that, blah, blah, blah. They'll pick the spelling mistake. So to all those that pick out those little nitty-gritty spelling mistakes, this is for you. Gee whizzy. Now, that's a joke, all right? I don't really, you know, some people pick up on it because it's funny. Others are just annoying. So there you go. I think I covered most of it. Bad comments and good comments. Anyway, leave a comment below and make it nice. Peace out.